Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're checking out the Gyro M24. This is a very odd and unique aircraft. It's pretty cool. The stats here, it seats 0 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is actually made by Orbix and Asobo, I believe, or Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft and whoever this is, Origin. But it's actually a pretty cool little aircraft. They come with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 deluxe version. It has a fuel burn of 15.8 liters per hour, cruising speed of 65 knots, 10,000 on max altitude, and a range of 260 nautical miles. Now, in real life, I was looking this up. It says that the length of this aircraft is 4 feet and 33 inches. Height is 2 feet and 8 inches. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 feet and 2 inches. 9 feet and 2 inches for the length is 14 feet and 2 inches. Let me slow down here. The height is 9 feet and 2 inches. The rotor dimensions is 28 feet, so a pretty long rotor. And I'm going to show you how to start this thing up. It's pretty interesting how it works. The empty weight of this aircraft is 628 pounds. Max takeoff weight with WTOW is going to be 450 kilos or 992 pounds, depending on what you use for your metrics of measurement. Oh, I actually said that right. Cool. And your power plant. It's a Rotor 914 ULS with 114 horsepower, 4-cycle, 4-stroke, water-cooled engine. Very cool. The other VL3 aircraft that we looked at was also a water-cooled engine. I forgot to mention that in the last video, which is pretty interesting. They tend to run cooler up in the air than they do on the ground, which I guess makes sense. Okay, max speed is 100 miles an hour. Cruising speed is 65 or 85. I'm sorry. Miles per hour. Range up to 325 miles. It has flexing on the blades, by the way, which is pretty cool. Carbon fiber on the inside. Very sketchy looking at the inside of this aircraft, but it seats up to 2. Let's get into it. It does come with a couple different liveries here. You got dark red, you know. You got gray. You got money green, baby. What else we got? Dark red, dark gray, or regular gray, I'm sorry. Light red, yellow. So it comes with, very multiple different colors here. A nice metallic blue, metallic red, orange, okay, just regular orange, pearl, or what is this, pearlite? I don't know even how to pronounce this, but this is a beautiful color. I actually like this a lot. Alright, that's that color. White and yellow. Alright. So, a bunch of different colors to choose from. I didn't know there was so many colors, to be honest with you. Let's fly the yellow one. Why not, right? I was actually planning on flying the blue one, but let's change it up a little bit here and fly something with a little color. Alright. We're gonna put ourselves cold and dark right here so we can just taxi out onto, what is that, 24, and we'll do a little test flight with this, see how it flies, see how it handles. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. This is the Aviation Enthusiast channel. We're looking at Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and comparing it. I have over 1,000 hours of flight time in 2020 and pretty much every plane that came out, so I'm trying to get an understanding of 2020. And the recent update has helped a lot, but there's still a long way to go. And that's okay, because everything with process takes time, especially if you want it good. And I've been enjoying it, honestly. The Just Flight airplanes for me, with the PA, man, they are just, I'm having a blast in 2024 with them, just flying around and sightseeing and just enjoying time. We have a little pitot heat cover here. Boom, take that off. And we can take the wheel chocks out here. I don't know if there's a clickable spot on the outside of this thing. But if we just sit back and take a look at this thing, look at this. I mean, it is so unique. It's like a clown car for flight, right? I mean, it's just, look at this. It does have, it almost reminds me of Um, what is it? It's not Got Friends. Or is it Got Friends? There's one developer who makes really unique aircrafts. I can't remember the name of the developer. I'll have to, if I do remember it, I'll pin it in a comment below. But, all right, let's just jump inside and get flying. This is very easy to start. I don't think there's any clickable spots on the outside other than that, but it's very beautifully modeled. Oh, yeah, there is door. Oh, you can open the door. Okay, so they made a click spot for the door, which is nice. Okay, that's your throttle there. So very easy to start up too. Very basic sim. You have your radios and everything. Very basic aircraft. So you got a fuel, fuel pump, fuel pump, and your lights, strobes. They are workable fuses that you have right here. Master switch, power switch, and start. It's pretty much that simple. And it works just like, it's really quiet in here, actually. I'm surprised. Turn that on. And we have our radios, and we have our squawk, and a little timer here. I don't know if this timer works, depending on... Oh, this says rotor RPM. So this tells the rotor speed. There's your fuel gauge. Airspeed, we got our barometric pressure. Let's go ahead and set that. All right, let's go taxi out and check this bad boy out here. I think it's relatively cool, in my opinion. So it just taxis like a regular airplane, and it has a really cool view. I mean, this is a good one to take sightseeing if you want something reliable. I mean, it's very, very nice. It handles really good with the ground handling, and it seems to really be on point so far. So let's go ahead and oh, you know what? I think the taxi short way is over here. I almost went the wrong way. That's okay. This thing has good turning radius too. And basically we're just going to continue to taxi. And you see this little propeller out here. I'm going to show you how this works. As soon as we get to the taxiway, I'll show you how you engage that. It's fairly simple. Nothing really to it. Watch. I don't know if anybody ever tried flying this thing yet, but it's kind of fun. Now, landing it, I have not tried to land it. So that is one thing I'm not sure about. And I think that little tag thing on the outside of the window, I believe that is for your wind to tell the direction. I'm not 100% sure what that thing is, to be honest. Let me stop the aircraft and make sure. Yep. So that actually does, I guess, tell the wind direction of your aircraft, which is an interesting way. I guess that's what that's for. If anybody knows what that little thing on the windshield above the compass is, please let me know. I believe that is a way, like kind of like a windsock, to tell the direction of airflow. But I could be completely wrong about that, but that's my best guess. I'm basically guessing about that. I honestly don't know, but I would imagine that's what it is. But this thing handles great on the ground. So it comes with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the deluxe version package. This is aircraft comes with it. But they make some really, really good lightweight aircrafts. In 2024, a lot of their general aviation aircraft have really been really great. And their harder aircrafts have been way more challenging to fly and really not good. So it's interesting, like they start maybe they're fixing the simple things first in the small aircrafts and then working their way to the more advanced ones to iron everything out. But we did just update the Airbus A300-600, which I'll probably be checking out in another video. I might not do a full flight, but I'll just start it up and show you around it. One of my favorite older aircrafts besides the MD-11 is the A300-600 freighter. All right, There's a passenger variant too that comes with it now too, and it's free with any build update, which is pretty cool. All right, so now I'm going to show you this aircraft. Um, and it's the Gyro M24, and we're taking off on runway 24. So good on that, right? All right, let's go ahead and put the power in here, and I'll show you how this goes. So full power is in. And above 40 knots, that starts to rotate. And you can see the flexing of that thing, which is super cool. So that's it. All you got to do is put full power. There's no switches. There's no buttons. There's nothing. You just basically put power in, stay on the runway, and up we go. Which is crazy. It's like basically the blades are acting like the wings of this aircraft. So it's super interesting, this plane. Or whatever, helicopter, plane slash general aviation aircraft here. I feel like this was a good one to say, oh, hey, George, the traffic here is light. If you guys are headed in, no accidents today. The skies are sunny. It's a beautiful day up here. I hope you guys have a good, safe travel to work, and we'll see you. You know, that's. I feel like that would be a good well, what am I telling you? You know, helicopter for that, right? Maybe if you want to do a little traffic report here. Pretty, and I gotta say, like, overall, this aircraft is very, very nicely modeled for such a small little plane, you know? You got these big headphones in here. Unfortunately, they're not clickable, so they don't, like, silence it, but it's so quiet in here, you could barely hear anything anyway. So, very nice seating, too. It seats two very comfortably for such a small aircraft. That's your brake, that's your max throttle. I believe this is another throttle on this side, too, so depending on where you sit. But overall, it's a very, very cool little aircraft, you know? Like, you can pull up here. We're going to let's try to stall this bad boy out and see what happens. I hope it doesn't flip out or anything, but I did see somebody do something crazy with this on the internet. They dropped it straight down to the ground. Let's see if we can do it. So they went like this, right? And then they turned and dropped like this. And then they pulled up. Okay, that was a crazy maneuver right there. Let's put the power back in here. I don't see any kind of RPM. You basically control this with the power, and that is it. But it's super cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is kind of a fun one to play around with. Maybe if you want to get better at flying a helicopter, but this flies more like a plane, to be honest with you. The handling is really good. Let me see if we can get this thing to stall and see what happens. I don't know how something like this could stall or would stall. It's so light. It handles so well. They did a really fantastic job with this thing. It's such a basic aircraft, though, you would get yourself in trouble if you didn't have... Oh, look, this opens, too. Cool. Uh-oh. So I pulled back the stall, and basically all it did was tilt the nose down, and that was it. So I didn't know they had a big thing there to put mail in or whatever you do. Cool. Alright. You know what? There's a houses right over here. Let's go try to fly through this neighborhood and check it out real quick. I love this thing. This thing is pretty cool. Let me put the power out a little bit here. It sounds cool too, right? Look at this. Woohoo! Let's drive the neighbors nuts over here. I don't know how this thing lands too, by the way. It almost feels like it should land like a helicopter, but I believe it lands like a plane. I think we can actually land this thing right here if we wanted to watch the tree. Let's see. I'm just curious. So it takes a little while to get up, and it's dropping on me. Uh-oh. Okay. So you have to definitely get up to speed. It's more like an airplane for sure. Oh, boy. Rudder in there. All right, let's try the road here. Okay. So it does like to fly like an airplane. I just wanted to check it out. So it's not anything like a helicopter. You can't really, you need runway to land it and take off. Not a lot, but you shouldn't land it in no small towns like that. I found out the hard way. Don't be like me. Land on a runway. Anyway, this is the Gyro Canyon. Well, I'm sorry. It's the Gyro M24. Really cool. Let's go ahead to the end of the runway. Let me see. Where is the... There's the... We're going to turn this way, and we'll go and land this bad boy. And put it back, and we'll turn it off and see how that sounds. Let's just take a look on the outside real quick and the sounds. Look at the flexing. Man, that's so cool, right? I like it. This is such a neat one. And look at the view. I mean, if you really want a cinematic view, it's not taking up a lot of frame rate on my computer. You got this beautiful view of the town. If you like these small towns, it's kind of cool. You can really explore different areas of maps throughout the country or in other countries, and it's really cool to see. Look at this. I love aviation. I love flight, man. It's just amazing. Every time you get the chance to fly different aircrafts, I always think like, I'm not gonna like that. You know, it's not my cup of tea. And then I get into these little planes like this and these flights of unique aircrafts, and I'm like, man, this is really cool. Like, if you didn't try it, it makes you want to try it, because it's not something that I would be like looking to fly. Like, I still prefer the traditional one, but the fact that this is such a slow flying and smooth experience with this aircraft, and you could really control the power and the setting very nicely. It's not like a abrupt, it's very smooth transitions, and you could really make yourself look like a super good pilot even if you're not with something like this. This is a fantastic aircraft if you're new to aviation and you just want to cruise around and look at things. Here, this is the one, man. It has one simple little knob here. It's an air-cooled engine. You flip the switches, you turn the knob, and boom, you go down the runway and you're good to go, you know. Very unique aircraft and a good landing. You know, it has a good stall speed, a good landing speed. We're going to overshoot that little place that I want to park, which is right there. Bye, guys. I went a little bit too fast to the runway, but that's all right. We'll turn back around. We'll cut through that grass. I think you can off-road this thing. I don't want to overdo it. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. There you go. All right, there you go. So I took it out of full power there, and the blade had stopped turning there. That's pretty cool. That little rotor spins around. So that thing doesn't really go anywhere until you get over like 50 or 60 knots there, and then it starts spinning. And then you basically just taxi like a regular general aviation aircraft, you know? Super cool. Look at the propeller, too. I love the way the animation is. They did a really good job with this one. So basic, but so beautiful. I love it. I think you got a little tail wheel there in case you strike the ground, too. I love that it has a flexible... I mean, they did a pretty decent job. And then the wheels look really nice with the little red inside there. I'm gonna go give those guys a haircut. Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's turn it off and see what it sounds like here. So really, really cool, man. Really cool. Put the brake on there. And we turn everything off. Strobes. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let's just do one thing real quick here. I'm gonna just show you what it looks like in the dark. And then we're out of here. But I wanted to see what the lights look like in this thing. In the dark here. So it has little strobes down there. And the side lights there. The front light. Very, very basic lighting. And that's it. There you go. That is a pretty cool aircraft. Let me know what your comments are and what you think about this plane. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye now.